If you own a business that you are actually doing right now, then this video will be of great help to you. On this video, we want to talk about how you can actually bring your small business that you're doing online, or whatever kind of business you're doing. We want to discuss the practical ways you can actually use to bring that business online. Regardless of what you're selling, whether you're selling maybe food stuff, you're selling clothes, you're selling shoes, you're selling whatever. This video will show you practical ways you can actually use to bring that business online. And I want you to pay a very close attention to it, because everything here will be practical. I'll be explaining everything in detail so you understand. Perhaps you might need a pen so you can write things down. Okay, so if you sell, maybe you sell provisions, you sell food stuff like tomato, you sell beans, you sell whatever. Okay, this video will be of great help to you. So we are going to be discussing about several things, very important key points we are going to be discussing. But before then, let's just go through some valid reasons why you should consider bringing your business online, why you should consider leveraging the social media to sell whatever you're doing. Now, mind you, regardless of whether you're selling a physical product or a digital product, but we are focusing basically on physical product, where you sell like food stuff, you're selling shoes, you're selling clothing, you're even selling landed properties. Maybe if you are into real estate, or you're selling you are selling automobiles like cars, you're selling trucks. So you can leverage social media to sell those products very well. Now, why your local business needs to be on Facebook? Why do you need to bring that your business to Facebook or on Facebook? Or why do you need to bring that your business online? Now, there are over 2 billion active users, right? 2 billion active users out of 7.5 billion people on the world population today. Over 2.2 billion people are active on Facebook. Your customers are already there. So just get this at the back of your mind. Out of 2 billion people, your customers are actually there. They are already there. So you just need to find them and get them. Facebook help build trust through communities and reviews. Okay, so the only way you can actually build a correct perception about your business, how to show people that you are good in this thing you're doing, is when you have a strong online presence. So Facebook help to build trust through communities and reviews. So the kind of content you create around your product or your service will show or will help you build trust. So that is one of the reasons. Now you can also run low cost ads target at your local area. This is one of the things I think I need to do a proper video on that, how to target people around you. All right, so if perhaps you stay in Nigeria, and a particular state in Nigeria, or in a particular local government in that particular state, you can run specific ads to target people around that vicinity, rather than just targeting a broad audience. Okay, so you can run your Facebook ad to target specific people around your vicinity. I'll do a proper video on that. Okay, I'll do a proper video on that inside this course. So I'm just going to do how you can target specific audience around your vicinity. So if you are selling like food stuff and someone wants to buy from you, you don't have to bother yourself about shipping the product to the next person or to the next state or to the next local government. But within you there, you can ship, you can actually meet the person one-on-one, and you deliver your product. So the reason why you should bring your product or your services to Facebook, you can run low-cost ads targeted at your local area. We'll explain that later. Now, real-time engagement, response to customer, post updates, and more. Right? So the one way to build credibility around your business, you should prioritize bringing that your business to the media. So what it will help you do is to build real-time engagement. People know that your business exists. They will be engaging with it daily as you create posts, you respond to customers' questions, and so on. So these are some of the valid reasons you should consider right now. If you have not the idea of coming online with your business, I think these 4 reasons should be enough for you to come online with your product. So as we proceed further with the discussion, you will see more and you have a better perspective about what I'm trying to say here. All right, so now set up a business page the right way. All right, so after everything, if you've considered going online with your product or your services, then we need to get this at the back of our mind, is to set up a business page the right way. So we want to go on the basic steps on how you can set a business page. Remember, like I said earlier, that regardless of what you are selling, if you watch the picture here, this woman is selling palm oil. You can be selling palm oil and you bring your product online, and you will get more customers compared to the traditional method where you just have to wait by the roadside and wait for customers to locate you. But here you look for customers online, and you can do that effortlessly and seamlessly. So set up a business page the right way. Now let's proceed further. So to do this, to set up a business page the right way, choose a clear and a recognized business name. All right, so this is the very first point. If you want to set up your business page, if you want to bring your business online, you need to choose a clear and a recognized business name. We will not talk about the registration of the business name, but let's just talk about picking a niche, picking a business name for your social media handle, for your business page. So if you are selling palm oil, maybe you can just use Nkechi's palm oil. You can use the best palm oil or palm oil production or whatever, but make sure the name is related. Yes, it is related with what you're doing. So choose a clear and a recognized business name. Then the next one here, use your logo, a quality cover photo. Okay, so I will show you on how to do that. I've already talked about that, how to optimize your Facebook page. So use a logo and a quality cover photo. So your profile picture, it can be you yourself personally, or you can use a graphics. If you don't know how to design, outsource it to a graphic designer to do the designs for you. Use your logo or a quality cover photo. Let it be so professional that people will know that you are very serious. Now the next one here says fill out your about section with locations, hours, and contact. This is so important. Fill out your about section with location, hours, and contact. This is to make people know that you are actually very real. Right, so there's places where you can, options in your Facebook page that you can actually fill in your location, your contact details, and everything. The next one, you add your call to action button, call now, send messages, and so on. So after you have done setting your profile and everything, your call to action, it is either call now or send a message, and this must always follow with a backup link. Okay, it must always follow with a backup link. So if you say they should call you now, that means you must have an active WhatsApp number or a phone number attached to that option. Maybe I'll show you on how to set that on your page. On the next video, I'll show you on how to set that. Now the next one here say make sure your page is listed under the correct category. If it is a business page, make sure it's listed among business category. If it is an entertainment page, but we are focusing on business, so you must make sure you list your page among the business category. So these are the 5 basic ways you should consider when building your business page. We are proceeding further. Let the video not be too long. Now, after you have set up your page, which is so important, we have talked about it on how to set up your page. The next thing, which is also very important, is to post content that builds trust and drives engagement. Post content that builds trust and drive engagement. Let's proceed. Now, there are several ways you can actually use to create content. All right, there are several formats. Should I say format, or several ways you can actually use to create content. Now, sometimes people do consider creating content as difficult, but this blueprint I want to show you here will help you do that. Now, share behind the scene content, customers' testimonial, and so on. It is one of the ways you can actually use to create content. Share behind the scene content and customer testimonial. Now, if perhaps like we saw the image of a woman who is trying to turn oil from 1 gallon to another, that is behind the scene. So you can take picture of yourself. Maybe when you are doing that, you give somebody your phone to take picture of you while doing that, or do a video of you while doing that, and when you're done, you post it. Those are all behind the scene. Maybe if you bake cake, for instance, you can be recording yourself while baking the cake, and when you're done, you upload it. Those are just simple, practical ways so that people will know that you are real. All right, so you create behind the scene, or you use customers' testimonial. If perhaps someone buys a product and he or she has a good review about your product, you can screenshot it, edit it, and you post it on your social media handle. That is building or using customers' testimonial. Now, the next one is a post update about new product and services. Post update about new product and services. These are just simple, practical ways you can actually use to create content. Post update about new product. If you have new stocks of product, you post update about them, or new services. Use high quality photos and short videos. These are best strategies. Mostly video is always 100% recommended. Use high quality photos and short videos. This is best recommended. So if there are possible ways you can actually use to create videos, then you go ahead. All right, so use short videos. You can, like I've told you earlier, that if you are into cake baking, while you are baking the cake, you can get a ring light and you just position it. Or if you don't have the ring light, alternatively, if you don't have a ring light, you can find a possible ways you can actually use to place your phone that it will stand, then use it to record yourself while doing what you're doing. So use high quality photos and short videos. Use local hashtag, tag your location, and so on. So it's very important. These are strategies you can use to go viral and to increase your reach. Use local hashtag and tag your location. Now ask for question, create posts to boost your engagement. All right, so create posts to boost your engagement. You can ask customer question. If, for instance, you can just, maybe if you are into a palm oil business, you can also ask where you can just ask like a question that where can I get a cheap or affordable palm oil in any of your location. You just ask a question like that and you find out that people will start giving you response. Those are just simple tricks to use. Create posts to boost your engagement. You can ask questions about certain things and people will give you reply. You can ask questions around your niche and they will give you the basic reply you are looking for. Now leverage Facebook Marketplace and local groups. Okay, this is one of the ways to increase your reach. Leverage Facebook Marketplace and local group. I don't want this video to be too long, that's why I'm rushing, but in case you are missing any part, you can as well rewind the video back and watch again. Leverage Facebook Marketplace and local group. All right, so list your product or service on Facebook Marketplace with good photo. I've done a video on that. You can check on how to list your product on Facebook Marketplace. Join local community group relevant to your niche. So your specific niche, if it is palm oil, if you're into cake baking, there are several groups on that on Facebook. Just go to your search bar and search. You see several groups about the niche you are on. You join. Offer exclusive group deal or announce event and promos. Okay, exclusive group deals or announce events and promo. If you want to increase sale, you need to come up with good strategies. That is just 100% possible, guaranteed. If you want to increase your sales, come up with good strategies. So one of it is exclusive group deals or announce events and promos. Engage without spamming. All right, there are several people who will join a specific or someone else's group and they will start spamming the group. It is not advisable if you want to really build your business. So engage without spamming. Don't try like you start posting link for people to join your WhatsApp group, or you start telling them to buy from you when you are joining a group that you didn't build yourself. Except it's the one that you built by yourself, before you should do that. But if it is not the one you built by yourself, then do not do that. So engage without spamming. Comment, answer question, be helpful. All right, with that, you can be attracting people to your page. And when they come to your page, you start selling to them. Those are all simple strategy. Now, run hyper local Facebook ads. Okay, run hyper local Facebook ads. So if you want to reach more people, then this is very, very important. You should consider. If you want to really reach more people, start with a small budget. You can start with as $1, $5 a day. Okay, depending on your budgeting capacity or how much you have set aside for advertising. So start with a small budget. Now the next one says target immediate areas using the map residuals feature. All right, radius feature. All right, so target your immediate area using the map radius feature. Use engagement or messages campaign objective. Use engagement or message campaign objective. All right, so this is when you want to run a Facebook ad. I've done a video on that, on how to select your objective when running your ads on Facebook. So you can either use engagement or message campaign objective. Test different images, captions to see what works best. Okay, so test different images and caption to see what works best. So they actually call these a creative. You can either decide to use a video, you can decide to use image, decide to use a proper caption for good high converting. All right, so use proper caption. Include strong call to action like order now or book today. So do not assume that your customer will understand what you want them to, but make sure you set out your call to action very clear. If you want them to call you, let them call you. If you want them to book you now, let them book now. Just make sure your call to action is very clear. All right, so that is all for this video on how you can actually bring your business to Facebook or online. In case you missed any part of it, I really do not want this video to exceed 10 minutes, but in case you miss any part of it, you can as well rewind this video and watch again. And rewind, yes, watch again. I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos. Bye for now. Thank you.